All right, everyone. So we have some news and announcements for Raid Shadow Legends, and today is a pretty interesting day because the test server for patch 2.0 is now officially open, and it's going to be open for at least another full day. Lots of people right now testing the 3 versus 3 arena, kind of figuring out what's going on there, and I wanted to kind of poke around a little bit and maybe some other areas of the game, see if there's any kind of changes or new information that I could find that wasn't directly related with the 3 versus 3 arena, and I found a little bit of stuff, but first of all, I wanted to talk about the new Bazaar feature because we actually do have a little bit more information about this. And the Bazaar feature is the new arena shop that's going to be coming to the game. Unfortunately, though, not with patch 2.0. It's going to be delayed, a word pretty common to us now. It's going to be delayed a little bit past that. But we have a new banner here that actually shows some of the stuff that we might expect to see in the Bazaar when it does open up. And this was taken from the test server of the game right here. So if we see here, we've got the Bazaar, and we also have a description. The Bazaar isn't open yet, but once it opens up, you'll have access to a special selection of valuable items, including some brand new exclusive ones. Items at the Bazaar can only be acquired by exchanging them for gold bars. So obviously we don't have gold bars right now, which means we know that there's going to be a new currency coming to the game as well. You'll earn gold bars from every battle win in Tag Arena, and you'll also get an extra bundle once a week according to your Tag Arena tier placement. You know what would be really cool as well is if we also got these gold bars from the regular arena, which I did actually discover that in the test server of the game, pretty much everything related to the old arena has now been renamed the Classic Arena. So I guess we'll just have to get used to that as well. We'll have the Classic Arena and the Tag Team Arena. So taking a look at the actual banner here, though, really interesting. We have a pretty clear shot of 2 items and then the third one on the right, and it's actually pretty easy to tell what that third item on the right is. But let's take a look at everything here, starting with the item on the left, and we've got a shard here. Now you can meme and say that this is a mystery shard that we'll be able to buy. Who knows? With Plarium, there's always a possibility that it is a mystery shard, but more likely we are looking at what looks like an ancient shard, maybe even a void shard. I'd say pretty unlikely that it's going to be a sacred shard, though. Possible, but I'd say very unlikely. I'd give it a higher chance of it being a mystery shard than a sacred shard at this point. But it's that middle item right there that is super interesting because this is something we absolutely do not have in game right now. So we have a very cool looking, it looks like a necklace there. You can kind of tell the icon upper right, it looks like there's a string attached to it. And then in the lower left, you've got an icon there that we also, to my knowledge, do not have in game. So, you know, most likely this looks to me, it looks like a necklace for a new faction. But it could just be another type of artifact. It could be a whole new artifact set coming to the game. Maybe the icon is just, you know, who knows? It could also just be a placeholder, and that's true for any of this stuff. This could all be stuff that we don't actually ever see in the Bazaar when it comes out, because obviously, you know, this is just the early banner. But pretty cool. If we are, you know, possibly going to get new artifacts. I don't know how you guys feel about more artifact sets ever since the Platinum Arena fiasco, where they introduced a bunch of very powerful artifact sets to the game, exclusively available just from Platinum Arena. So obviously most players are not able to get those. Hopefully that's not quite the case here, and we're looking more at the other side of the scale, which is, you know, new faction, maybe a new necklace for the new faction. And then we have the item on the right here, which is, might be a little bit difficult to tell, and this is kind of a little bit sad how maybe I knew this right off the top of my head. Just looking at it, I'm like, that's 100% a chicken right there, 100%. And if you don't believe me, just so you guys can see like an in-game version of it here, kind of the equivalent, let's just open up. You know what? I think the shop will be the easiest place to tell. So mini mix pack, here we go. You can see like that's the icon, like kind of, you know, if you just look at the left side of the chicken, right, you can kind of tell that this image right here, that third item on the right there is indeed a chicken. So unfortunately, no teaser here for any skill tomes, but obviously there's still items above and below. Hopefully, that's easily the #1 thing that I'm looking forward to, and I really hope we'll be able to get skill books in the Bazaar when they come out. So anyway, that's pretty interesting right there. We'll kind of have to see how that unfolds over time. Now, the next thing that I did a little bit of digging into does involve the 3 versus 3 arena, and I do have a decent amount of information about how that's kind of working out right now based on stuff in the test server. But this first thing has to do with the tag team refills, and I actually noticed this in the shop in the test server of the game here, and we've got the full energy there, then below, of course, renamed to the classic arena refill, 40 gems as it always costs. But then we've got the Tag Arena Refill, which has a starting price, and very important to say that, starting price of 15 gems, because the way that the Tag Arena Refills work is that they start off at a lower price, and then as you buy more of them, the price is going to increase. So they charge the whales even more in order to buy all of the refills that they want. So interesting feature. I know there are other games that have kind of adapted this not only to their PvP or arena refills, they actually do the same system in just the regular type of energy refills, like Dragon Champions. I know that's how they treat their regular energy as well, as it starts off cheap and then it goes up more expensive as you continuously buy more refills. So and here is actually a screenshot of the next refill right after the 15 gem one, and you can see that now it's gone up to 40 gems. So from 15 to 40, I don't know what the next one is, probably be 80 or something around there, maybe even more expensive. 15 to 40 seems like a pretty reasonable jump right there. And you can see cost increases slightly with each purchase up to 8 times. Price resets each day at 0 UTC, and that is, of course, when the regular tag team arena is going to reset and everybody will get their tokens back all at once. Remember, for the tag team arena tokens, they're going to all refill at once. It's not going to be based on a hour-long refill like the classic arena, and I'm really going to have to do my best to get used to saying classic arena and tag team arena, because that's how the game is kind of representing them now. So just doing a little bit more digging into other areas of the game on the test server, I did actually find a couple interesting screenshots here. I don't think we actually have this information available in game, but just kind of going over the rewards for the classic arena, and now they actually make it pretty clear the stuff that you can see from the gold arena chests. You can see the amount of gems that you can get, the brews, the various shards, as well as the actual skill tomes and gear sets that you are going to get. And they also have this up for the platinum arena rewards as well, including, of course, the controversial 2 gear sets that you cannot get through any other way, and they are some very powerful gear sets. And you can see already just right off the bat there, comparing the gold arena rewards, again I'll show them right here, to the platinum arena rewards, just how much of an insane difference there is. I mean, you've got sacred shards, you've got epic books there, legendary books. I guess you can get epic books from the gold rewards, but you cannot get legendary books, you cannot get sacred shards, a lot more gems, those 2 exclusive gear sets. And, of course, you've got the avatars as well from Platinum Rewards. So whales like to show off a little bit in addition to all the actual rewards that they use in-game. So that was pretty interesting right there. Now let's get into the big discussion that's going on with the 3 versus 3 arena, and that is the point system. The point system is busted, and that is putting it lightly. They are aware of the issue, though, and they are working on not just the points issue, but they are kind of, the whole point of the test server is obviously to gather bugs and issues with the game and hopefully work to fix them, emphasis on hopefully. But speaking of the point system, it's unfortunate that there's actually ways right now where you can technically win the 3 versus 3 tag team arena. However, even though if you win 2 out of 3 matches, you can actually still lose points here. And this is just an example that I saw from Stu Gaming's video, where he actually did indeed win 2 out of the 3 matches, but he got 6 points per victory, and then his 1 defeat actually lost him 14 points. So that's pretty hilariously awful to actually win 2 out of 3 matches, but still actually come out losing with, what is that, plus 12 points, minus 14 points. So he lost 2 points still, even by beating 2 out of the 3 matches. And I've seen even more extreme examples of this in the actual 3 versus 3 arena discussion. Now, the reason why this is the case is Plarium has mentioned that the formula that they use to determine the amount of points that you win and the amount of points that you lose is primarily based on team power. So if you have a lot of team power and you lose against somebody who has a very low team power, you are going to lose an insane amount of points. And other way around, if you have a ton of team power and you beat somebody who has really low team power, the game is kind of treating that as a very easy victory. Therefore, you should not be rewarded as many points. Now, the major problem with this is team power is not an accurate representation of your actual power. There are many ways in order to boost or pad your team power, primarily by using the resistance stat, which kind of makes their whole formula of determining the amount of points that you win and the amount of points that you lose very flawed. So, they are looking at this. We'll kind of have to see, if they end up adapting or changing this to the way that Tag Team Arena works. But I feel like there should not be cases where you win 2 out of 3 of your matches, but you still somehow end up losing points. That is just super weird. And like I said, there are even more dramatic examples. I saw +4 for victories and -16 for losses. So that's just absolutely crazy right there. So anyway, we've still got about a day or so left on the actual Tag Team Arena test. I'm doing a little bit of experimentation here and there, but to be honest, the Tag Team Arena so far works pretty much how most people probably get the understanding of how it works. It's basically like the regular arena system, except now instead of fighting 1 team versus 1, you're fighting 3 teams versus 3. What I'm really looking forward to is more information about the actual arena shop, the bazaar, and of course the Void Tower, which hopefully will be the next big feature coming to the game. So we're looking at another day there, and then there's going to be at least a week or so of them taking all the feedback, the bug reports, glitches, all that stuff, kind of compiling it, trying to fix it before getting the full version of patch 2.0 out there. So timeline, we are still looking at at the earliest, I would say they say technically it could happen next week, but I would say that's pretty unlikely. That would be the 15th through the 19th. I would say right now it's much more likely that we're looking at sometime between the 22nd through the 26th of this month. So anyway, nothing is confirmed though when it comes to official dates. Now, in terms of in-game news right here, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's pretty dry right now. Not really a whole lot of stuff going on. We're kind of in that weird phase where we've got a so-called major update. I mean, hey, they even renamed it from 1.6 to 2.0. So we've got a major update coming out, and all the preparation is kind of, in tune with that major update. So probably not going to be a lot of craziness in-game until we actually see the deployment of patch 2.0. So in terms of tournaments here, we do have this new Dragon tournament. Nothing super special. We got a Void Shard for the top place here. Pretty typical rewards. No tomes, though, unfortunately. And then, of course, the competitive rewards. We still have that issue there with the, a lot of people probably aiming for 3rd place rather than 1st and 2nd place because of the Relentless gear. Everything else I've already talked about. The Arena Onslaught, the Champion Training. Don't need to go over that again. And, of course, for the events, the only thing we have going on right now is this actual really big Dungeon Divers. It does have a Legendary Tome, and I guess the nice thing about this is it does kind of overlap a bit with the Dragon Tournament as well if you want to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. But, that's pretty much it for in-game news right here. No word on any times to rate events, unfortunately. Still nothing to share with you guys about that. I'm hoping that it's soon, but, that's obviously been a big topic of discussion as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It means more than you can imagine, so thank you so much to all of you who decide to do that. And more Raid Shadow Legends videos, guides, tutorials, all that fun stuff should be popping up on the screen right about now. Feel free to check it out. But if not, till next time, take care everyone. This is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.